Hello guys, it's an exciting day here in Hartside this morning. I've just arrived at Whitburg Stables for the first one-day event of the year, and I brought two of my horses with me, Smokey and Friday. This will be Friday's first event outside our usual competition sites, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Smokey and I will be taking on EVA 80, while me and Friday do EVA 45. My good friend Heatwave was kind enough to drive me and my horses here so I could learn the dressage test and jumping courses I was given the previous night. This is only a training day and there's only a handful of other competitors, so it's a perfect setup for the start of our show season. As I headed into the warm-up ring, I wasn't all that much of a fan of how they had set up the arena. The warm-up jumps were pushed incredibly tight together, and the track around the jump was just a single curving line of dirt you could walk back and forth over. Not to mention it was lined up with rocks on almost every side. Even under these more than dislikable circumstances, Smokey took it like a champ, and we even got around to some really nice collected trot and canter. He did get fast and headstrong when we were going past the jumps, but cooled down after realizing we weren't going to jump just quite yet, and with that, we walked into the dressage ring. Starting this dressage test was a little stressful, as me and Smokey both struggle with the slow-paced nature of it, and remembering all of our transitions and turns. But around a third of the way through, we really hit our high and gave it our all. Scoring a solid 64, we moved on to the next event. This was the part Smokey and I had both been excitedly waiting for, show jumping. Starting with a few trot jumps, then a short course, I tried to really get Smokey's mind thinking and looking at the next jump, as our course was quite twisty and turny compared to the courses we've been doing back at the ranch. But he was great and took the small space with a good attitude. The moment I cantered at the first jumps of the course, I could feel Smokey get really hot-headed, and he was definitely rearing to go. Keeping him steady was definitely quite a workout, but it paid off in the end, and we had a clean round just under the time limit. To my excitement, we progressed to the cross-country course. I will admit, I was pretty worn out by the time I started cross-country, but it was fun nonetheless galloping through the Whitburg cross-country grounds on Smokey. The course was pretty simple, with only a few spooky jumps and tough corners, which Smokey didn't even bat an eye at. God, I love this horse. When we had finished the course, we headed over to the dressage arena to line up and hear the placings for EVA 80. This was the moment. After all our hard work, we'll see if it scored us a place in the ranks. As the judges announced the 4th and 5th rider, I reminded myself that regardless of how we place, or even place at all, Smokey and I both gave it our best shot, and today was just a start to this year's journey. I was ecstatic to hear my name called over the loudspeaker, and I couldn't believe it. Of course, the first thing I did was pin the beautiful red and white ribbon to Smokey's bridle before taking a bit of a victory sprint down the side of the arena. Couldn't be any more proud of Smokey.